What's going on, Newton Conover City School leaders? This is Dr. Gabriel, and I would like to welcome you back to round number 2 of the Dr. Gabriel Video Palooza Festival. Brought to you by your friends at Dick's Cafe and YouTube. The topic of this video is going to be 4 admins, which is going to be your friend and mine, again for the 2015-2016 school year. The 4 admins folder is housed under Google Docs, and if you guys will look here at the beautiful Google Drive logo and click on it, it will take you to the magical place of Google Drive, at which you will see the prompts here to the left, Google Drive, and also the wonderful search space up here. So what you will do is you will click in the search bar and you will type in 4 admins. Okay? 4 admins folder will appear. You will click on 4 admins, and underneath 4 admins you will see a variety of folders. Here's a end of year checklist, month by month, personnel, and a variety of individual folders and files that have been placed here. But the one in particular that I want to call your attention to is the one called Operations, Forms, and Processes. Operations, Forms, and Processes was developed in response to our SACS district accreditation feedback, which talked about the need to have an operations manual of sorts. And so as a result, I developed these folders with help of all of our district leadership, both curriculum and operations, to build the folders that are housed underneath. So after you are in the 4 admins folder, as you see here, come down to Operations, Forms, and Processes, and you may click there. Here you will see a variety of headings. First, the magical A to F. For those who are here, you remember that these local ratings were generated here as our district in response to the state ratings for us to give a little more accurate picture of the performance of Newton Conover City Schools. There are a variety of different folders dealing with accreditation, as I'd referenced earlier, which deals with our SACS district accreditation, student, parent, and staff advisory forms here, Board of Ed meetings, different forms and processes relative to board meetings, board policies also will be housed here, and I will be covering some board policies in upcoming videos, but you guys will see here any videos that any policies rather, that have been under review by the board and or recently passed, I try to house here to sort of give you a quick refresher. And so all you have to do to get back out is come back to Operations, Forms, and Processes and click, and that takes you back to the main screen. Some of these folders are ones that are not used very often, but any forms, any district policies relative to them, I try to house under these umbrellas. School bus forms and processes, it details the process for securing bus subs and those kind of things. Celebrations is a way that we sometimes will capture our elevator speeches here in Newton Conover so we can tell people all the wonderful things that we're doing. Child nutrition, communication, contact information, director school site visits, which is something that began kind of in January, but it's part of our executive leadership. Discipline forms and processes. There are different things housed there. Driver's education, energy management, extracurricular, facility use. The list goes on and on. Everything from human resources to finance to marketing to our operational principles meetings, Red Blazer, student registration, school safety, our sub-calling system, our different surveys that we use during the course of the year with school climate, technology, textbooks, transfers, volunteers, weather, which is always a big deal in the wintertime, and then workers' compensation, and then there are a few stray documents here that I have not placed in their proper place. Shame on you, Dr. Gabriel. There is also, guys, going to be a folder very similar that's going to be developed over the course of the summer, and it's going to be Operations, Forms, and Processes, but it's going to be for staff. What you have here in front of you are for administrators. Now, there's typically not anything placed in here of any sensitive nature that couldn't be found other places. However, since there are editing rights that are accompanied with the sharing of this document and documents, preferably I would rather these to be used by administrators. But again, in response to our SACS accreditation feedback, I am going to develop folders just like this that's going to be shared with school staff. So if you ever do need a form out of one of these folders, I will have you check or ask that you check the forms and processes folder that we'll have for staff first, because as I build those, I'm going to try to build them based on different forms that school staff typically need during the course of the school year. And this is very much a work in progress, but I mainly want you guys to know where to come. And so again, in review, you will go to For Admins, all right, to search for admins. You will click there, and then you can either type in or you can scroll down to find Operations, Forms, and Processes. For sake of time, I'll just type it in right here, and then all the folders that are underneath. The other thing I would ask you guys, if there is something you see that's missing as you review these, maybe some headings that you think, gosh, we don't have anything related to blank, please let me know, because summer is the best time to build those, so that during the year, while we're refreshing them and replacing documents, it's really helpful to make sure that we're doing things in a manner that is efficient and will be beneficial to you guys as school and district leaders. So thank you for all you do for Newton Conover City Schools. Good day.